Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about my work. My name is Ulrick Doering. I'm a GP now in Parnell. We were 21 years in Titiwenge and have worked for a long time in New Zealand. Before starting here, I worked in clinics overseas where we worked with natural medicine and always out of the anthroposophical background. And that means that the human being is seen in a much more complete way, that the physical, what we see and what we can examine in the test, is one aspect of us, and then there's the vital forces, and then there are the emotional forces, and then there's the self-conscious spirit, which we all have. And obviously there's no health without having aims and a task in life, and that's to do with finding meaning in life, that's to do with the spirit. And then that affects our emotional lives, if we're happy, if we're fulfilled, and what our energy levels are like, that's more the vitality. And then at the end, that's where physical health comes from. So the physical body is really an end product where all these aspects have worked together, and it needs to be maintained all the time by these other aspects of us working together, and then we can be healthy. And we're challenged all the time by our environment, in good ways and bad ways, and food is one very important aspect, because if the food we are eating is unhealthy and has no vitality in it, if we live on tin food, it's very extreme. It can have all the minerals in it, maybe even artificial vitamins, and yet it won't nourish us in the same way, and over time we become depleted. So it's hard to prove, that fresh food is better. But there's years ago where the top chefs in the world were asked what food they would prefer, and they always said biodynamic food is the best from the taste. So that's a quality. If you are a gourmet, you can notice if it's a watery taste or really refined and tasteful. We all know it. And in your soil and health organization, obviously you're members because you all understand the importance of it, and it affects the life in the soil and everything. And in anthroposophical medicine, we have this background that the earth is this one aspect. The soil needs to be good, but the plants need life, need light and air. And the light, we obviously know that comes from above down onto the earth. And so it's one obvious sign that there are forces outside the earth which are needed for plant growth. And you can even see it on a germinating plant, how it's pulled out of the earth and then grows up. So we have to have a concept that, one aspect is the gravity and the centralized forces, and another one is the peripheral forces, and they work from the outside into the earth. And that has to do, with the constellations, the moon positions, the sun, and all of that influences plant life as well, and soil health. And if in biodynamic agriculture, we're trying to improve those aspects, and then we can see that mineral composition, silica content, and all of that is better. And over time, the seed quality will improve as well. What we're trying with genetic modification, we fought against that already in 2001. But that if you improve soil quality and the surrounding quality, that year after year your crop can can improve. How can that be? Now we have a concept of epigenetics, so that the DNA is influenced by its surrounding. So that gives a little bit of a concept for the effect of those peripheral forces. And of course, as humans, we need those as well, because we can't live an artificial life. We need a healthy environment to be healthy. And with our medicines, when we use natural medicines taken out of the environment, minerals, plant medicines, sometimes animal-based medicines, then we're trying to bring processes into the body which have become diminished in us. And by understanding the relationship between us and the world around us, we can specifically support the body in certain ways. And if we then take mineral supplements or vitamin supplements, they can actually be absorbed better, and the processes in the body work far better.